Hello everyone, and welcome to another review where today we're going to be going over the Tie Avenger from Andor Season 2. This ship showed up in the recent trailer and it made me so excited because I had already made a Tie Avenger and I was so happy to see it in Canon and in the new Star Wars projects, especially because it has a new design. And that's what we're going over in today's video, the new version. There are quite a few differences between this new version and the old version, but honestly, you can't really compare the two. They're pretty much completely different ships, apart from the wings being kind of similar. The new version has pointed tips to the wings, new panels, a completely different side panel, even different guns, missiles all over the place, Gatling guns that Orchard builds on Rebrickable pointed out in their mock. The guns at the tip are the same, but that's pretty much how it is for the TIE Interceptor as well. The cockpit is a lot larger, and there's also something that I did that I'm very proud of that I will get to in a moment. Before we talk about anything else, I do want to mention the stand. This is the old version. It uses upside down Technic and hinge pieces, and it's not very stable. And this is the new version. I'm really proud of how it looks. It's angled, it looks pretty, and you're able to put 2 minifigures on it. The minifigures that I went with were a regular TIE pilot and Cassian Andor. They have a new outfit with the top of their shirts being dark orange, and I wanted to capture that with LEGO by using the dual molded dark orange pieces for their arms. One of the features that was often overlooked for this model is that on the right side of it, there are 12 different missiles, 6 on the top and 6 on the bottom, but on the left side of it, there are 4 missiles on the bottom. They seem to be larger, and you can see it from the back that there is definitely a difference in the number of them as well as the spacing. Another interesting part about the left side of it that is kind of hard to see, but once you see it, you probably won't unsee it, is that there is an extra gun on it. This is a large cannon, and it is probably for stabilizing not having as many guns or missiles on the left side of it. I used some advanced techniques to make it so that there is a plate in between it. And if you look at the bottom, you can see these Gatling guns, and they're connected loosely so that they can actually spin. I also made it to look like the ones that you could get minifigures to hold. Looking between the wings, you could see that I used these red lipstick pieces, and that was to give it a little extra detail. It's also a reference to my first TIE Avenger, and if you were here for that video, let me know in the comments. Looking at the wings, you can see that there's something very different about these ones. Obviously, they're pointed at the top. There was a glint that made it look like there was a difference in paneling, and I wanted to make that by giving it a different color. Another thing that you might be asking is, why are the wings so thick? I borrowed this technique from the UCS TIE Interceptor, and it uses these slope pieces to get this extra detail that isn't really seen a lot, and I understand why some people don't use it because it is very thick, but the TIE Avenger does have a very thick outline for its wings, just like the TIE Bomber, which I thought was really interesting, and I definitely wanted to include it. I know that last time I said I didn't really care about the interiors, but that was a lie. Sometimes I do really enjoy making them, and this was one of those times. You could take off the windshield piece, and you can see that I put a lot of effort into the interior. This also exposes some of the Technic insides. As you can see, it is a odd number of studs wide, and that's why there is the keystone at the top of it. The way that I did it is I used the same surrounding cockpit pieces as I did in the original version, but I spaced them out with one stud in between. This gives it an odd number of studs, which is a technique that you don't see everywhere, and I'm very proud of how it came out because it is surprisingly strong. Coming along here, you can see the roof. I'm really proud of how this looks, and you can even see that there is this black piece, and that is to suggest a window that you could see through. Another piece that I kept from the original build was the 4x4 wedge, which is technically triple curved, and I really like the way that it looks. I think it was honestly perfect, and I'm glad that I got to keep it. Another thing that I struggled with was getting this bar piece right. I didn't know exactly what it was supposed to be, and originally I used candles, but they were too big. But another thing is the hyperdrive lights. I really like how they did this, and it reminds me of how they originally designed the TIE Fighter. They made it without a hyperdrive, without shields, and they made it really high up so that people wouldn't be able to get out of it. But with this version, it's much closer to the ground, and you actually have a loading ramp that you can use to get in and out of it. Getting the shape right was one of the most important things to me. I've made multiple revisions, and the original one was too big. This one I thought was too small, but eventually I made it work. Anyways, I put a lot of effort into this, so if you guys enjoyed, then please like and subscribe, or leave a comment to let me know what you liked, or what you want to see next. Also, I'll probably make another version too once Andor actually comes out, because I saw that there were a few things that weren't exactly perfect, and if there's more details that I can find, then I'd love to add to it. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.